So back to the gas tank now. It has recently arrived, this beauty. This is an M&M Boys 6-gallon Derby gas tank, the universal one. So the top there pops off, and our internal fuel pump from our car's gas tank is all we use. You see how I simply unlocked it, just used a screwdriver and a hammer to kind of tap it through because it's kind of pretty pressed tight in there. You can see the springs kind of released, raising it up some, and then I stopped. So we're going to carefully pull that out, and then it will fit down in there, and then we just bolt it down. It'll seal. The only tricky part with this Cavalier's gas tank, it's about 3 inches out here you need to cut after we pull this out, drain all the gas out, and kind of put a lot of soapy water in there so the fumes are all out as we use our hacksaw to cut. But you can see how it's not even the whole way around. Like this right here is perfect, but then that right there, and they say with the metal tank, which our Fusion has, you can kind of like set it down flat and just kind of tap it as flat as it can be. I don't think that's going to work with the plastic one here, so to be continued here. We'll see how that works. But yeah, that is our Derby tank right there. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to bolt it down with 3-inch bolts, and here we go. Let's get this out and get it cleaned. Alright, so here is the internal fuel pump for our 2004 Cavalier out. You can see how I raised it straight up, but once it got here to this bottom piece, which is sticking out there, I just kind of slowly pulled this back end out and turned it and pulled it right up out, trying to be as careful as I can. So that is the entirety of it intact, and again, we're going to put that baby down in there. The only thing we need to do now to clean our tank, just a little bit of fuel left in there, so we're going to have to cut around here so we can use this whole piece right here. That will just click right back in, and it will fit to our Derby tank. So here we go. Let's see if we can clean this baby, cut it, and make it work. Alright, so now that we have, again, our internal fuel pump pulled out, what you're supposed to do, we dumped just what little gas we couldn't siphon out just onto our stones here, and then you're supposed to rinse with soapy water. We just used the hose there to rinse out that little bit left, dumped it out, rinsed it out a couple times. Now we're going to let it dry. You're supposed to use soapy water to make sure you get kind of all the fumes out. It's plastic. We're going to use a hacksaw to cut. I don't think that's too big of a deal. We might have to go get a different saw. And then this, we're going to take off. Just take those off. And we're going to take that, put it on that, and then we're going to trace it with a marker so we can know how big we need to cut. And I think we just have enough space to cut. It's just this little lip. I'm not sure. I think worst case we might have to cut it here so that the rest of this is pretty much flat to here to there. I have just enough space. It should work. So here we go.